Welcome to this breathing practice. Um, Lungs are obviously in the news a lot at the moment, so I thought we'd make a few sessions on how we can improve the breath. I want to make a note before we begin that the majority of the lungs, the surface area that we breathe into, are in the back. So what we're going to be doing is talking about focusing the attention into the back body. So really feeling the breath moving in the back. And sometimes this is harder than the front. It's easy to feel the front body move as you breathe. So it's going to take a little bit of patience and a little bit of time. But the good thing about this kind of exercise is you can just practice it over and over. You can't do too much of it. And the way we're going to be doing it is calming, so you can do this before you go to sleep. It's going to be calming rather than energizing. So we are working to place the hands on the lower back. So we're placing them just under the ribs on the lower back. And we're going to see if we can feel the breath move here. So feel the breath moving in the belly, but I want you to see if you can feel the movement in your back as well simultaneously. So you're going to have to really concentrate and take that breath down. See if you can feel anything going on underneath your hands. Can you feel anything move? Can you feel almost the skin move? And now start to deepen your breath. So breathe in as deeply as you can. And then long exhalations as much as you can, just out through the mouth. So do that a couple of times and see if now you can feel, exaggerate the breath, push the breath almost into your hands and exhale out through the mouth. Good. Now take your hands onto the sides so it's underneath the waist and you're feeling the breath here. So you keep this very strong breathing going. So really breathe in, maximum inhalation, and then exhale through the mouth. And see if you can feel the breath moving in the sides. It's often a little bit easier than the back. So you inhale and everything expands, and you exhale and it almost contracts. It goes back together. Inhale, everything widens, and you exhale and it goes back. Inhale again. And exhale. Hands on your belly, on your lower belly. So you inhale and the belly expands, and you exhale and the breath comes out the mouth. So we breathe in here as deeply as possible. Obviously we don't have lungs here, but what happens is if you breathe really deeply into the bottom of the diaphragm, which does protect the lungs, you actually move. You can actually move the pelvic floor muscles, so you're moving the whole of the belly. So that deep inhalation, the full inhalation of breath in the lungs, has a knock-on effect of moving all of the tissues in the belly, including the pelvic floor. So really try and breathe as deeply as you can. And see if you can imagine that you're breathing into the pelvic floor muscles, so you're breathing deep, deep down. Let it go. So you're looking to really expand. And now take your awareness into the front, sides and back. So you're breathing front, sides and back. Strong breaths in And then close your eyes just for a moment or two and take your attention down here into the belly, into the hips, into the lower back. And really focus on your breath, deep breathing here, into the belly, into the sides, into the lower back. And there's a natural movement that happens, just let that happen. So we are not being static, we're moving, the breath is moving, the body is moving as you breathe. In Chinese medicine, they call it the dantian or the hara. Your strength happens here in the lower belly. So it feels quite calming to breathe in this way. Okay, after this next exhalation, we're moving the hands up to the sides of the ribs. And you're going to inhale and feel, and exhale, push the hands towards one another. So you inhale and the ribs expand widthways, and you exhale and you push your hands towards one another like an accordion. So you inhale and there's expansion, and exhale and you push back together. And again, in and out, and in and out. Just one more, it's quite tough on the wrists. And out, good. And then we place the hands on the rib cage, so you're actually quite high up as you can get with your hands. And the same thing as before when your hands were on your back, you're trying to breathe into your hands, so you're inhaling and feeling the movement in your back. So initially it feels subtle, you have to really concentrate to get this. In and out. And then here, close your eyes. And you're looking once again for a maximum inhalation and a maximum exhalation. So I suggest inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And really think of, we're trying to shift the stale air out of the bottom of the lungs by exhaling in this way. So there's a specific reason for it. We're trying to empty the lungs. Okay, now we're going to come to the upper chest. Hands right up high. And as you inhale, you lift the breath up into the top of your shoulders and exhale through the mouth. So it's a long exhalation. So inhale, feel that breath rise up. And exhale, let it go. This is often the easiest place to feel. So you inhale. And let it go. And close your eyes once more and just concentrate on feeling the movement of the breath here. Good, and then open your eyes. For the last part, we take the hands over the head and the fingertips rest on either side of the spine. And here you feel the breath rising up into your shoulders, shoulder blades. And this is again back to a little bit more of a subtle sensation. So close your eyes and just really tune in, really try and feel it. Try and get your elbows as high as you can so you're opening your armpits. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Good, and then gently open your eyes and relax your arms down. Just feel the breath. And then to finish this, we're going to be breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. And I want you to feel the breath rise up as you inhale. So you inhale and it fills belly, ribs, upper chest. And you exhale through the nose and everything just softens. So keep breathing here, in and out through the nose. So we breathe now in and out through the nose. We change the practice. Breathing in and out through the nose is much calmer for the nervous system. It's much more of a calm way of breathing. We were using the exhalation to release stale air from the lungs, and now we're just calming the breath down by breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, and then slowly take your hands down. And if you have time, I suggest you just lie on your back for a moment. And you can put your head on something and you can keep your legs bent or you can straighten them. And you just rest here and just feel the breath. Close your eyes and just feel the breath.